If your profit and loss statement says you made money, but your bank account says otherwise, this video is going to change everything for you.
For me?
I've worked with dozens of contractor couples who look at their P&L and think they're profitable. But then they look at their bank account and wonder where all the money went.
Where did it go? Where is it?
And they start questioning everything. Are we spending too much? Are we not charging enough? What are we missing?
Something's not right.
So here's actually what's happening. Your profit isn't missing. It's just hiding in places your P&L doesn't show. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly where your profit is actually going, why your financial statements are lying to you, and how to find the money that's been there all along. Welcome back to Built for Two, CEO Edition. Well, hey there. I'm Kimberly Ferguson, CEO and founder of The Emerald Edge. Around here, we help husband and wife business partners understand their numbers so they can build businesses that actually fund their lives. Today, we're talking about one of the most frustrating things I see with contractor couples. You think you're profitable on paper, but you feel broke in real life. And the disconnect is kind of making you question everything.
No, I have no idea. No, I have no idea. No, I have no idea.
So let's break down where your profit is actually hiding and how to stop it from disappearing.
Your money will disappear like magic.
Let's start with why your profit and loss statement doesn't tell you the whole story. So your P&L shows you revenue minus expenses equals profit. Simple, right? But here's the problem. Not all of your money movement shows up on your P&L. Some of the biggest places your cash goes don't appear anywhere on that statement. So you look around at your P&L and you think, we made $50,000 this quarter. But then you look at your bank account and there's only $5,000 in there. So you're confused. Where did the $45,000 go?
Where? Oh, I have no idea. I just thought if I gasped, I could force an epiphany. And I did. Now that didn't work either. Or did it? Still no.
Well, it went places your P&L doesn't track. And if you don't know where to look, you'll keep feeling broke even when you're technically profitable.
Where do I look?
So, where is your profit actually hiding? Let me show you the biggest culprits. Number one, owner draw. This is the number one place that you see profit disappear. You take money out of your business to pay yourself, to cover your personal expenses, to fund your life, and that's completely appropriate. But here's the thing, owner draws don't show up as an expense on your P&L. They show up on your balance sheet as a reduction in equity. So your P&L says you made $50,000, but you took $30,000 out in owner draw throughout the quarter. So that $30,000 isn't on your P&L anywhere. It's just gone from your bank account. And if you're not tracking it separately, well, you have no idea how much you're actually taking out of the business.
I don't know. I didn't keep track.
I see this all the time with contractor couples. They're pulling money out whenever they need it. A little here for groceries, a little there for the mortgage, another chunk for that unexpected car repair. And they're not tracking any of it. So at the end of the quarter, they're shocked that there's no money left, even though the P&L says that they were profitable.
Money's gone.
So number two is loan payments. So the problem is that when you make a loan payment, only the interest portion shows up on your P&L as an expense. The principal portion, that's a balance sheet transaction. It reduces your liability, but it doesn't show up as an expense. So let's say you have $2,000 a month equipment loan payment. Maybe $200 of that is interest and the other $1,800 is principal. Well, your P&L only shows the $200 interest expense. The other $1,800 just disappears from your bank account with no trace on the P&L.
Where is it?
Multiply that across multiple loans, equipment, financing, vehicle loans, lines of credit, and you're easily at $5,000 to $10,000 a month leaving your bank account, and your P&L doesn't show that.
Really? I would have never guessed that.
So number three is along a similar line, and that is credit card payments. Similar issue. If you're paying down your credit card debt, well, that principal payment doesn't show up on your P&L. The purchases you made with the credit card do show up on the expenses when you made them. But when you actually pay off the balance, that's a balance sheet transaction. So you might look at your P&L and think, we only spent $10,000 on materials this month. But then you paid $15,000 towards your credit card because you were also paying down old balances. That extra $15,000, not on your P&L, just gone from your bank account.
Yeah.
Credit card, huh?
Yeah.
And fourth, we have tax payments, estimated tax payments, payroll tax payments, sales tax payments. None of those show up on your expenses on your P&L when you pay them. They're liabilities that you're settling. So when you write a $10,000 check for your quarterly estimated taxes, P&L doesn't reflect that. Your bank account does. It drops by $10,000, right?
It sure does.
And then fifth, we have equipment and asset purchases. So when you buy a piece of equipment, that's also not an expense on your P&L. That's an asset that you purchase. It shows up on your balance sheet. Over time, you'll depreciate that asset and the depreciation will show up as an expense on your P&L. But the initial cash outlay, that just leaves your bank account. So you spend $25,000 on a new truck and your P&L doesn't show it. You just have $25,000 less in the bank and you're wondering where your profit went.
I can't keep track of them all.
So how do you actually track where your profit is going? Here's what you need to do. First of all, track your owner draws. That's all there is to it, right? Creating a simple spreadsheet or using your accounting software to log every single owner draw. Easy peasy, right? Date, amount, what was it for? And then at the end of the month, total it all up. Now you know exactly how much you're pulling out of the business.
It's a bit simple.
Here's the key. Compare that to your actual profit. If your P&L says you made $50,000, but you took out $60 in owner draws, you're technically operating at a cash flow loss. Your P&L is lying to you because it's not showing you the full picture.
Aha! I understand everything now.
So second, I want you to create a cash flow statement. Your P&L shows profitability. Your cash flow statement shows actual money movement. So it accounts for the loan payments, the owner draw, the asset purchases, the whole shebang. This is the statement that actually tells you where your money is going. Most contractor couples never look at their cash flow statement. They only look at their P&L. And that's why they're always confused about where their money has gone.
But I'm not confused anymore.
So third, I want you to reconcile your bank account to your profit. So at the end of the month, take your starting bank balance, add your profit from the P&L, and then subtract out all the things that don't show up on your P&L, like owner draws, loan, principal payments, asset purchases, tax payments, etc. That should equal your ending bank balance. If it doesn't, you're still missing something and you need to find it because that's your profit leaking out somewhere that you're not tracking.
It's all worth going through with a fine-tooth comb.
So let me tell you a tale as old as time. Well, maybe not time, but as old as the profession of contracting in modern day US. A contractor couple came to me frustrated because their P&L showed that they'd made $50,000 in profit over the last 12 months, but their bank account had actually gone down. They thought they were doing something wrong. They thought they were overspending or maybe the accounting was wrong. They were kind of questioning whether or not they should even stay in business. So we did a cash flow analysis and here's what we found. They had taken $30,000 in owner draw. They'd made $25,000 in loan payments, but only $3,000 of that was actual interest showing up on the P&L. The rest was just on the balance sheet and it disappeared from the bank account.
Gone! Disappear!
And they had actually put $8,000 down on a new truck that they bought. So when they added it all up, they actually moved $60,000 out of their business. But the P&L only showed $50,000 in profit. So of course their bank account went down. They spent $10,000 more than they made. But their P&L made it look like, well, they were profitable. They were making money. So once we showed them the real numbers, everything clicked. They weren't necessarily bad at business. They just weren't really watching the right things. So we set up a system to track owner draw, created a monthly cash flow review process, and within 3 months, they had clarity and control over the money for the first time. And within 12 months, their profits had increased by over $200,000, and they finally had money in the bank.
Can you do that?
So let's bring this home. Your profit isn't hiding under your couch cushions. It's hiding in owner draw, loan payments, tax payments, and asset purchases that don't show up on the P&L. And if you're only looking at your profit and loss statement to understand your financial health, well, you're missing half the picture. You need to track your cash flow. You need to know where every dollar is actually going. Because the truth is, you can be profitable on paper and still be broke in real life. And that disconnect will drive you crazy if you don't understand what's causing it.
I have some idea.
No idea.
So here's what I want you to do this week. Pull up your P&L and your bank statements for last month. Compare your profit to the actual change in your bank balance. If they don't match, start tracking down where the difference went. Owner draw, loan payments, tax payments. Find it. And if you're a contractor couple who's tired of feeling confused about where your money is going, let's talk.
Call me.
Use the link below to contact us. We help husband and wife teams get clarity on their numbers so that they can build businesses that actually fund their lives. Your profit is there. You just need to know where to look for it. This has been Built for Two, where systems keep your business steady, strategy helps it grow, and building it with your soulmate makes the whole adventure worth it. Remember, your P&L shows profitability, but your cash flow shows reality. Make sure you track both. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in my next video.